Hello everyone, this is Suitcase Psychic Fatima. I'm going to be doing a mini candle wax on water and salt reading for you guys. So it's going to be a general reading. So basically whatever comes out, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, just take what does and leave the rest behind. Some stories may not resonate and some may be very accurate. So there may be a lot of people watching, so just pick what fits, okay? But I feel like I wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I wanted to see what Spirit wants to kind of channel going forward. So let's see. Just gonna cleanse the bowl out here, and we can get started. All right. So I'm going to be using one of these candles here. I got this candle from Palestine when I went to visit. I'm gonna go ahead and light the wick now. Pour some water in. Okay, let's see what your message is. So, wow, you see how that's kind of sparking a little bit? Ooh. I feel like someone is like on fire for you, in a sense. Like I feel like somebody has a lot of passion for you. Or you're on fire about something, like you're heated about something. So this is two stories I'm getting. I'm gonna go with the first one. So someone here is feeling very passionate or fiery towards a person. Like you have feelings that you've been wanting to express, but you haven't expressed them yet. I feel like you're waiting for the right time, but you're kind of tired of waiting and you kind of want those words to kind of just come out. I feel you like bursting at the seams. Did you see what the flame just did when I said that? Alright, so this type of reading too, I'm gonna say reading candle wax is Pyromancy and reading the flame is Pyromancy. I tend to do both. So let's see. And if you ever want a reading, a personal reading regarding these two, I do personal readings that are a little bit more, actually a lot more specific to you and catering to what your questions are. Okay. So yeah, somebody is full of passion and I almost feel like they're about to break loose. They need to say what's on their mind. They need to express themselves. But there's a fear of it not going the way that you planned or not going as well as you would like. The other situation that I'm seeing is one that has to do with basically is one where maybe the other story I'm seeing is one where somebody is just really fiery this week or the past week, where they have a lot of emotions kind of pent up. This is a very emotional reading as far as somebody's not expressing themselves, and I feel like somebody has just been like holding their emotions in, or a lot of you have been holding your emotions in, whether it's a passion towards somebody or whether it's just an anger about something or situation. A lot of pent up angst and anger that I'm seeing and feeling, and this need to kind of express that. I know this is a timeless reading, but Lionsgate Portal did just pass for those who are watching around this time, and that could be a time of just kind of like explosive arguments, releasing things that are on your mind, getting really annoyed with people, and just kind of wanting to just let it all out. I will say though, let's see what the advice is. Yeah, I will say though, like looking at your wax, I see this figure of somebody almost like reaching out here. I don't know if you can see that in the wax, like right here. Somebody reaching out. I almost see them almost like riding an animal, like some kind of, this is gonna be super specific, bison or something, and this is all obviously metaphorical, right? So I do feel like somebody is either racing towards you to speak about something, or this could be you finally going out and speaking your mind, or somebody is going to have a conversation with you and you're going to both be able to let it out. And I do feel like this is going to have a very, very, very positive outcome. I feel like this is going to be really good for not just you, but for them as well. It's just kind of letting those emotions out. There's a misunderstanding here where people are not getting along because they're not understanding what the other person is saying, or they don't know where the other person is coming from, and so forth. So that is something that I'm picking up here as well. I'm also seeing animals here. So if you have a pet, you know, or something, they may be really important. I feel like starting past week into the next coming weeks, not in a negative way, but more in a positive way. Like perhaps like some of the anger that you're experiencing and so forth, you know, your pet understands you. Your pet is there to support you and to kind of calm you down and give you that love and that nurturing that you need. A very nice balance. A lot of you could have had a birthday recently. I'm feeling a lot of Leo and fiery energy here. Let's see, what else wants to come up? Some of you might be super random, but some of you might be trying to grow a garden. I see tomatoes for some of you. Let me know if that does come to fruition or if that resonates, because I am curious about that. But I do see someone trying to garden or have a green thumb, or somebody that they know doing that, and I do see like tomatoes and certain fruits and so forth. Let's see what else. Also see a cat here in the wax. Also let me know what you guys see. I'm always curious. I may see something that you guys do not, and vice versa. So if some of you are trying to unlock your intuition right now, this is a really good time. That can be what some of this pent-up energy is also about. So for some of you, it might be, you might be getting downloads, energetic downloads. You see what the flame is doing right now? Yeah, so that's confirmation. So some of you might be getting energetic downloads. Some of you have been feeling very emotional and empathetic and feisty when it comes to that, because you have all of this pent-up energy and you're feeling like you don't know what to do with it. Like you need to progress to the next stage of your intuition development. I also offer classes for this virtually, so if you're ever interested, or in person, let me know. But yeah, I'm feeling like you need to start working on the next level or the next state of your intuition if you are a light worker and this is something that you do and this is something that you're interested in. Perhaps using that energy to study more or to look up creative ventures to see what you can do with this energy. Okay, some of you may be hitting the gym as well. Feels like a very active time. You may be going on more hikes, more walks. You may just be overall more active and going out of the house more in general. This is a really good time to cleanse as well. So if you're thinking about starting a new diet or routine, this would be the right time to do that. Again, or you know, I should just say in general that I'm not a medical doctor, so just please be sure to check with your doctor when starting any kind of new diet or exercise regimen, okay? And that being said, let's see. Also see a frog in here. Some of you have a really good connection or strong connection with wildlife and with forests and the wilderness and conservation. You may be looking for work in that field or volunteering in that field. Others of you could just be like really into nature or natural born witches. I do feel like an animal to look into would be like a toad or a frog. If you're seeing them more often, that's a sign that your spirit guides or your spirit animals are with you. Let's see. Pay attention to numbers that keep popping up, repeating numbers, numbers that keep showing up that you keep seeing over and over again. So not just numbers that are like 222 or 333, though those are also significant, but I'm thinking of numbers such as like 908, 1010, 1212, 123, 1234, numbers like that. Or random numbers 141, things like that that you're seeing. Pay attention to them, write them down. I feel like some of you have already been doing that. I know someone who is working on that for herself as well. So this seems to be the time that a lot of people are starting to pay attention to that. So there's definitely a message or some confirmation in that. So I would definitely, pay attention to that as well. Some of you have Archangel Michael here with you as a guide. If you're in need of protection or some kind of protection or cleansing ritual, this would be the time to connect with Michael. I feel like he's here for a reason. He's here to show you that it's okay to connect with him. One way to invoke Archangel Michael is to call on him 3 times. And that's how I do it, but there's multiple ways. You can light a candle for Michael and so forth. Some of you have some of the Orishas here with you that want to speak with you and talk to you and guide you on your next journey. And some of you have other deities here that want to communicate as well. I also see connections here with Mother Mary. So if you're Catholic or Christian or you believe in, that religion, there is Mother Mary that is here that's trying to protect you, bless you, and so forth. Not that you're in dire need of protection, but you may be going through or about to go through a very important part of your life, a transition or some kind of financial or emotional change. I heard financial specifically. For some, it's going to be financial. For others, it's going to be like a huge life change. Some of you may be getting divorced. Some of you may be going through financial issues or financial change, either for better or for worse. I'm thinking of the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot when I see this card. So if your luck has been going really, really well, you might hit a little bump in the road, but nothing that you can't overcome. And if your luck has been not that great so far, it's going to turn for the better, okay? I want to go back to this divorce separation because this is, look at that, it went out. Yeah, so this is something that, I don't know, maybe it doesn't want me to read it anymore. But let's see. Yeah, this is something that I want you to see as like not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like it's gonna hurt and it's gonna be painful for a while because what separation isn't, but I actually feel like it's gonna be good for you. It's gonna be good for both of you. I feel a separation on good terms. I feel like, now if this isn't your story, it's not your story. So, if you're in a relationship and you're totally happy, then this isn't for you. But if you're somebody who's already discussed separation, discussed divorce and so forth, then this is your message, right? So just take what resonates, right? But yeah, so for those who are going through something right now, who are contemplating divorce or separation, this actually would be a change that would be good for you both in the long run. And that's because I feel like you'll be really, both of you will find yourselves. I still feel like you'll both be on good terms. There'll be a friendship there. If not now, then in the long run. I do feel like you will be able to co-parent pretty well if you have children. And I also feel like one person may travel or move away, but for the majority of you, I feel like you're going to stay really close to each other. So that'll make things a lot easier as well. I also don't see any financial issues with that. I see actually maybe some financial benefits coming your way if this is your story, okay? We're getting down to the wire on this candle. Let's see what other messages. I heard Jesus come through. Let's see if there's any messages here. Yeah, somebody is fighting a really dark battle right now. And as I said that, the incense got really strong and my face was just covered in smoke, but somebody's fighting a really, really heavy, serious battle, spiritual battle right now. And I do feel like, Jesus is on your side because he exercises, right? He exercises bad energy. If you're dealing with somebody in your life who's toxic, or somebody who could be a friend, it could be a roommate, could be a lover, could be a family member, but if there's coworker, there's somebody in your life that is extremely toxic right now that you're just trying to deal with, is going to be dealt with, so don't worry. I know it's going to feel rough and it's going to feel like a struggle, but at the end of it, you're going to come out a stronger person, and you don't have to worry about that person bothering you or, messing up your life or screwing up your life anymore, okay? Let's see. A lot of you have some financial debt that I see you really working hard on finding a way to clear. Like finally, I see a plan that is going to be set in action and in motion. I see about maybe a 6 month plan. So within 6 months, I would say that a lot of your debt will start to be kind of taken care of, or what's the word? Consolidated, yeah. So I see like about 6 months that things are going to get better financially when it comes to any debt that you might have and so forth. Random message for those of you who are born on a Tuesday. If you're born on a Tuesday, August is going to be extremely lucky for you. This is a timeless reading, so if you were born on a Tuesday, then the month that you're watching this is going to be a very lucky month for you, okay? Pay attention to new opportunities, new doors opening. I'm also hearing coffee will be very important for some reason. If you have an addiction to coffee, you might see yourself drinking more orange juice or tea instead. Your body might need to rest. You might need a little bit of a break from that. Make sure you stay hydrated. I do feel like all over for some reason, no matter where you're at, if you're experiencing a summer period, it's going to be a really brutal month for you weather-wise. If you're experiencing a winter kind of climate, depending on when you're watching, then I'm seeing like more hot beverages and water in that sense, like teas and so forth. And in the summer, you just make sure that you're hydrated and you have enough potassium is something that I'm seeing. Make sure you have enough sodium and so forth. Watch your blood pressure. Again, not a doctor, so if you have any concerns, just make sure you speak to somebody about that. That's a professional, okay? This is also going to be a good month for mental health. So if you're having any mental health issues, I feel like you're going to find a lot of clarity really, really soon within the next 2 months. I'm going to try not to look too far ahead, okay? Up into 6 months. But yeah, I see some relief for people who have health issues, like something's coming, if it's mental health, you're finding a way to kind of clear things up a little bit or plan or solution that works for you. If it's a physical ailment, I do see that you're going to be able to find a solution or a better treatment option, or there's something on the horizon that might be experimental that is going to give you a good benefit. I'm going to put the fire out now. And let's read the wax. I see a dragon. I see a dragon here. Let's see. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Some fish swimming in the water. You can see that. It reminds me of a little koi fish. But yeah. This also reminds me of like a tree or a mountain. Again, like the forest may be really important. Some of you might be traveling in the winter months or in the fall to visit family and friends and so forth. But I also see you in nature a lot. I also see you, this looks almost like a little monster to me, conquering your fears and doing a lot of shadow work and working on your shadow side. Somebody has a grandfather, this message just came through. Somebody's grandfather is wanting to kind of come through and say that you're protected and you're safe, and if you're worried about your children, no need. Everything's going to be okay. If you're trying to conceive, you are being blessed on the other side and being looked out for. So I do feel like there's going to be plans and movement in that direction. So I hope that this helped. If you have any questions, please leave a comment or email me, suitcasepsychic@gmail.com. Also find me on Instagram, suitcase_psychic. Again, this is Fatima, and have a great day. Bye.